Good evening. Despite Las Vegas tourism trending down, the Valley's airports are actually expanding, and they're really bullish on the future, too. You're watching 8 News Now at 11. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. In a story you will only see on Channel 8, aviation leadership speaking about their ideas for growth. James Schaefer joins us from outside of Harry Reid Airport. James with the story.
Brian, Denise, airport officials say that our airspace will be reaching capacity by 2030. That is ahead of the Ivanpah Airport supplemental airport's completion by 2037. It was one of the many topics that we discussed with the new incoming county aviation director.
International is actually up if you were to take out Canadian. You know, I don't want to say, but Canada is definitely down, and that's dragging our international numbers down, but it's strong.
Jim Chrisley, the Clark County Department of Aviation's new incoming director, acknowledging some new tourism challenges for the city, but not ones he isn't familiar with. The Air Force vet coming to the department a decade ago in the midst of the Great Recession. But now the airport expanding, first with a maximizing effort at Harry Reid, upgauging aircraft, adding more seats. This answering travel worries, like when the airport reaches capacity in 2033.
And what does that mean? Delays. That's what that means. And that's what the FAA is trying to avoid, because everything that, if one major airport like Harry Reid gets delays, that trickles out to the rest of the system, which causes people to miss connections, which causes delays.
One of the decisions set to solve that problem in the next decade, the Ivanpah Valley Supplemental Airport.
And let me be clear, it's commercial. Other things could fall along with cargo, etc., but additional general aviation overflow with our business jets.
Discussions also building for the eventual Vegas Loop station at the airport, something Chrisley reminded us is not their project.
And there's also been discussions with them on interim, is there a way for them to enter, on the interim as they finish more stations before they physically come to the airport, how they would get to and from the airport.
The airport claiming some victories too, following what they say is a well-resourced response to F1 and Super Bowl last year, needing to even park some of those jets all the way out in Jean.
I mean, growth over record. So it's unbelievable where we've come back to. And like I said, the international minus Canada is fairly strong, and we expect that to fully recover as well.
Now, we also learned that Terminal 1's A and B gates are also due for a makeover. Gone the 1960s cluster design, more in favor of a more modern style. Reporting live from Harry Reid International Airport, James Schaefer, 8 News Now.
All right, so after those questions, we also shifted into ongoing concerns about the county's conflict of interest review of the airport's general aviation director, who you might remember failed to answer our questions about that investigation.
Will you commit to a public audit of looking into leadership ties between CCDOA and World Fuel, Air Elite, or Air Ascent? Would you commit to that?
Would I commit to what?
A public audit, looking at leadership ties.
We're going to look in. We've already looked into it. We're going to continue to evaluate. But
it sounds like, so you're saying a public audit is ongoing?
No, I'm not saying that.
So James asking those questions and more on if a single company has a monopoly on our airport's fueling and services. You can catch that story tomorrow night right here at 11 o'clock.